Italica is a fragrance crowned with the title of the best gourmand perfume ever to exist. Is it really that good, and would you like it? Well, watch until the end to find out. And hello everyone, my nickname is Miri. Here we talk in depth about fragrances, and I have had 10 ml decant of Italica for already a year now, so I had a chance to try it out in different seasons and different occasions. My decant is almost empty. It's about here, you can see because it's not a see-through bottle, but yes, I will tell you in the end will I be purchasing full-size bottle of Italica, and you'll get to hear my overall rating for the scent profile and performance. But before all of that, I want to share backstory of this fragrance with you. And as you know, Italica is a part of the Casamarati collection, named after the 19th century house of fragrances founded by Claudio Casamarati. An interesting fact is that Queen Margherita de Savoy, and you probably heard of her because Pizza Margherita is named after her, met Casamarati at a private exhibition and fell in love with his scents. So Casamarati made bath salts and soaps for Italian royalty. More than a century after, the founder of Xerjoff, Sergio Momo, found the original Casamarati recipes, reinvented them, and started the Casamarati perfume collection. Like, what a story, and it is a great marketing idea as well. Also, the fact that in 2016, Italica was released as an exclusive creation, so it was really hard to find it. It was really expensive. That also added to the hype and naturally to the curiosity of people who wanted to know how Italica smells. In 2021, Italica was released for retailers, so now many can try it out if you can afford the hefty price tag. I haven't tried the 2016 Italica, so I don't know, did they change the formula? If you know, leave a comment. But now let's dig into how Italica smells. The opening is very lactonic and almondy. It's very sweet, but with a pinch of sharp, dusty earthiness from saffron that balances milky sweetness and crunchy almond vibe. Almonds are very prominent. They smell like almond extract you use while baking, and although it's not listed, I do get some fruity note similar to a sweet cherry, but I get just hints of it, while milky sweetness and almond is definitely dominant together with saffron in the opening. This is a very luscious, silky, lactonic, creamy scent that smells like you're drinking sweetened, warm almond milk with cinnamon and saffron. After a few minutes, a velvety, boozy bourbon vanilla comes through with nutty, caramel-like buttery toffee aroma. And I don't know, is it just me, but toffee note in here smells to me like hard caramels, Werther's Original. I don't know, have you tried them? I loved them as a child, and toffee in Italica smells like that to me. You still get that almond milk with spicy saffron from the opening, but in the heart, sharpness from the saffron mellows, and it's overpowered with boozy aspects of the bourbon vanilla. So buttery toffee and vanilla create a pastry-like scent of delicious biscuits or cookie batter. And the composition is heavy, thick, dense, sweet, milky, spicy, boozy and pastry-like. And while almonds had like this milky sweetness in the opening, they become boozier in the heart and reminiscent of the amaretto liqueur that is made out of almonds, but without the alcohol smell. It smells like you mixed amaretto in the toffee cookie batter. You baked those toffee cookies and drizzled them with caramel, and you're dipping now those caramel drizzled toffee cookies in the glass of warm milk. Italica doesn't significantly transform in the dry down. Almonds become a bit less noticeable while sandalwood and musk come through. The scent becomes more powdery with some light smokiness and tiny bits of saltiness from saffron, and sandalwood. It smells like you've eaten that caramel drizzled toffee cookies, and while you were still dipping them in the warm milk, caramel and toffee melted in the milk. So now in the dry down, you're left just with a few sips of warm caramel melted almond milk in the glass. This is what you get in the base. Caramel and toffee melted almond milk with woody and smoky quality. In the air, Italica is a creamy, milky, toffee cookie-like scent that reminds you of Italian pastries, while on the skin, when you smell it up close, you can smell a woody, musky base. Although you get vanilla and caramel sweetness, so some describe this perfume also as the scent of caramel waffles or toffee-covered almonds, I would say Italica is more cloyingly dense, rich and thick fragrance rather than it is a sweet perfume. I'll share my thoughts a bit later on this perfume, but truth be told, yes, it smells delicious. I appreciate this scent. It has all mouth-watering notes any non-chocolate gourmand perfume could have, and therefore it's better for fall and winter. This is not an everyday perfume, and I wouldn't recommend wearing it to work or for formal meetings, and I need to be in a specific mood to wear it. For example, you could wear it to date nights or for holidays or when you're chilling at home and you want to smell delicious, but other than that, it has a limited use. If you consider that a 100 ml bottle costs around $300, this is a lot for a fragrance you can't enjoy on a daily basis. At least to me it is, because before deciding do I want to purchase a certain fragrance, I always consider where and on what occasions I could wear it and also how much I will use it. But to be honest, Italica is one of the most decadent and delectable gourmands. It smells like an Italian bakery or Werther's Original melted in almond milk. When you wear Italica, like, you'll beat the flavor of any dessert in the room. So my rating for its scent profile is 7 out of 10. Longevity is great, even though this is just a decant. I get about 7 to 8 hours of the wear on my skin, while on fabric this lasts a lot longer. The projection is strong for the first 2 hours, but then the scent starts to sit close to the skin. It doesn't shout its presence, and thankfully, because it would choke people, those around you will get sweet, caramel, milky wafts of this fragrance, and sillage is better in colder weather. So my rating for its performance is 8 out of 10. If you found this review helpful and descriptive so far and you want to see more in-depth reviews I plan to upload, then boop the like button, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you tested or you even own Italica, share your thoughts on it in the comments. But if you haven't had the chance to try it out, what should you keep in mind before blind buying it? The first negative point is that this is a polarizing fragrance. This is by no means a safe blind buy. Yes, it smells delicious, but not everyone would want to smell like this. And for several reasons. First, some get like artificial plasticky scent. I don't, but some do, so I just wanted to inform you on that. And especially the opening might be off-putting to some because it has very prominent lactonic notes that can turn sour on some skin chemistries, and also if you hate almonds, like, this is not a fragrance for you. Even if you're a gourmand lover, Italica might be a bit too gourmand and too dense for you, and another reason is that combination of almonds and milk can smell like Play-Doh on some skin chemistries. So if you don't like Play-Doh and powdery notes, then yes, this might not be for you. And the second negative point is that this can be cloying and nauseating. I can't emphasize enough how dense, creamy, heavy, extremely gourmand this perfume is, like you're enveloped in dense cloud of toffee melted almond milk with saffron. You don't get a soft bubble of the scent on your skin. Oh no, you rather get like a thick shield of gourmand layers, so it can be a bit suffocating and nauseating, like you're trapped inside of almond cake. At least that is how I feel while wearing it. I do enjoy it, but it's a bit too heavy for me, and it might be for you too, especially if you're very sensitive to fragrances. Positive points. First one is this is such a unique fragrance. I don't know any other perfume that smells exactly like Italica. It's obvious this is a very high quality fragrance that is very artistic, and overall it smells a bit more like art piece and dessert rather than a perfume. It feels extravagant, just like its unique, vintage, decadent, beautiful bottle. And what I especially appreciate in this fragrance is that you can identify every note, while at the same time they create a balanced, unique flavor of biscuits and milk. And the second positive point is that this is a gourmand treat. Italica is a perfume gourmand lovers will be crazy about, but you must like extremely sweet, dense perfumes with almond and lactonic notes to enjoy it. If you do, and if you want to smell like a literal dessert, if you want to have a unique smelling quality fragrance that smells edible and like food, this is it. You will love this. If you love Italica, I would recommend that you check out Milano Fragrances Panettone and Trussardi's Passeggiata in Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. No, they're not dupes, but all three of them are really dense, quality, heavy gourmands, and I've linked reviews of those two perfumes of Passeggiata and Panettone in the description box if you want to check them out after you finish watching this video. Since Italica is a bit too heavy for me, I've tried layering it with other perfumes during this year, and the first combination won't surprise you because Chiali Vanilla 28 is a layering queen. So combine Italica with Chiali Vanilla 28 if you want to boost up the scent of boozy vanilla, but if you want to boost up almond note and even bring it out more, then layer it with Dior's Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette. And now what is left is to describe what was my experience wearing Italica. The first time I tested it, I thought the opening smelled a bit stale. I got a lot of dusty earthiness from the saffron, and together with milk and almond, that created like a scent of stale, nutty milk I didn't enjoy at all. So opening is very polarizing to say the least. And I was wondering, like, what is up with everyone? Like, why are they so obsessed with this fragrance? But during the last year, as I wore it more and more, Italica grew on me a lot, especially at a point when I start to get that milky caramel that reminds me of the scent of Verde's Original I loved as a child. I guess my nose needed some time to adjust to the denseness of this gourmand fragrance, so don't judge Italica based on the first impression, and don't think just because you like every note that you will immediately love Italica. This is delightful and delectable scent, but truth be told, I do struggle with it. I like gourmands when they still smell like a perfume, but Italica smells like a dessert and I don't want to smell like food. I do appreciate this scent, and Xerjoff has my respect because this is a quality fragrance, but Italica didn't click with me. I don't want to force myself to love it just because it's so hyped up. It is beautiful, but it's too dense and too edible for me, and I wanted so much for this to work out for me, but it's been a year, so I'm calling it quits. But 3 words or adjectives I would describe it with would be caramel melted almond milk, and my overall rating for the scent profile and performance of Xerjoff Italica is 7.5 out of 10. I can't wait to read your thoughts on Italica, share them freely, and if you want to see my in-depth review of another perfume in Casa Moratti range of Xerjoff's Lira, then click on this video. I will see you there. Bye!